everyone, I'm Melissa here and welcome to your Melissa Moment. Hello everyone, I'm Melissa here. Welcome to your Melissa Moment and welcome to Fun Friday. I'm relaxing right now. It's been a long day. I'm tired. I don't know why I'm so tired, but I am. Today I'm going to talk about the must-see, must-do Universal Studios trip. So again, this is just my experience. This is what I would do or see again. Doesn't necessarily mean that the other stuff isn't good. It's just this is what I would do or see again. So the nice thing about Universal and things like that is it's all done on an app on a phone. So I'm just going to go through kind of the app. And when I see something that I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be like, do that. Okay, so let's start. We're going to start with the rides. Okay, so this is for Universal Studios California. The must-see, must-do rides. We didn't do all of them, but we did do some. So by far, like the favorite ride of mine and my daughter's has to be Jurassic World, the ride. It was the funnest ride ever. Excellent ride. We must have done it at least 8 times. Highly recommend Jurassic World, the ride. Fantastic. Another ride, I didn't do this one. My husband and daughter did. It was Revenge of the Mummy. It's like a roller coaster. Again, they really liked it. And then the other ride that I didn't think of it as a ride until I had gone on it once, but the studio tour. It's a must. You have to do the studio tour. Now, honestly, I've never been there before. I hadn't heard anyone talk about Universal Studios before out of my friends and family, so I did not know. I honestly thought the studio tour was you get on a tour bus, they drive you around, they show you, hey, this is where they made this movie, this is where they did this TV show, and that was it. So I was like, this is going to be boring, but it was part of the tickets that we got, so we did it. It is, besides Jurassic World is my favorite ride at Universal, my second favorite ride is Studio Tour. You have to do it. It's amazing. Yeah, it is a tour bus. Yeah, they do take you around and point out different things, but it's also a ride. And not just one ride. There's like numerous rides and things that happen. It's amazing. So Studio Tour is a must do. The Simpson ride, I really liked it. It was really good. The wait for it was long, but it's worth it. I would do it again. Those are the rides. Don't get me wrong. There's other rides. A lot of them are good, but those are the must see and do for sure. Okay, for sure. Let's now go into shows because they do have a few shows. Shows. Okay, so now not for me necessarily, but they do have some specific times that characters and stuff you can meet them. My daughter would say meeting Princess Peach was one of her highlights. So in the Mario lands, they do have Meet Princess Peach and Meet Mario and Luigi. So my daughter would say that's a must-see, must-do. As far as Mario Land, let's just get Mario Land out of the way. I think Mario Land, from a artistic point of view and how it was created, is definitely a must-see, must-do. It's really cool to see it all. As far as things to actually do in Mario Land, for me, there's nothing that's a must see or must do. Not a thing. It's worth it just to see it, but that's it. That goes for the ride 2 in Bowser's Castle, the Mario Kart ride. It's not worth it, in my opinion. The ride itself is not good. However, in like on the way into the ride in Bowser's Castle, that's another, this is really amazing to look at how they created it. So from that standpoint, it's kind of a yeah, you should check it out. But the ride itself, no, I wouldn't recommend it at all. Um, the one show that we almost didn't do, you guys. We almost didn't do it because my daughter was like, I don't want to do that. Turned out to be amazing. And it's Waterworld. Waterworld. This movie came out years ago. Like, I gotta move, guys. My back is getting sore in that position. Years ago. And I was like, I remember the movie not being great. Do we really want to see the show? Yes. Yes, you do want to see the show. The Waterworld show is amazing. It had water, it had fire, it had people diving off of huge diving towers, it had action, it had a full freaking plane literally driving toward the audience and then crashing in the water. It was amazing. So you need to check out Waterworld for sure. It was so good, you guys. Dining, as far as dining goes, um, things where, well, we didn't eat everywhere. They have so many restaurants, so many things. Um, I wouldn't say it's a must see, must do. Like, we ate at Krusty Burger. Krusty Burger. The food itself, there was nothing wrong with it. It wasn't amazing. But it was the experience of being like, I ate at Krusty Burger was pretty cool, if I'm being honest. So we did eat there. Um, they have so many restaurants and stuff. Also, Lard Lad Donuts. You can get the huge pink frosted sprinkled donuts. It was good. Again, was it amazing? No, it wasn't amazing, but the experience was cool and it was good. Um, there was lots of places we didn't eat or drink. Again, um, yeah, like they've got so many restaurants and stuff. So I honestly don't know. I can tell you for a fact, the Toadstool Cafe in Mario Land, do not go there. I mean, unless you want the experience. The experience was cool. Again, the way they created it was cool. The food itself, not good, overpriced, long wait time, totally not worth it, in my opinion. Don't waste your money on that one. Um, but that's really all I have for dining. Now, as far as like Universal Studios itself, another must see, must do is Harry Potter. Harry Potter is amazing, you guys. Um, Everything from the way it was laid out, the architecture, the shops, must see, must do in Harry Potter, butterbeer. Get yourself a butterbeer. They also have butterbeer ice cream. Highly recommend. Was really, really, really good. Honeydukes, the candy store, highly recommend. We bought the Birdie Bots every flavor beans, and I got a chocolate frog. Definitely check out Honeydukes. Also, Ollivanders, the experience of Ollivanders. I wouldn't call it a ride, but an attraction or whatever. You go in and there's a group of you and they actually do the scene in Ollivanders where, the wand chooses Harry and they choose one person in the group you're in to be chosen by a wand. My daughter was chosen and the experience was amazing. It's just like in the movie. Highly recommend. Of course, we ended up buying the wand for her, and um, they have like little in Diagon Alley. You can go up to little shops that have a certain symbol, and you can actually use your wand, and you say certain words and you do a certain motion with your wand. And there's sensors in the tip of the wand and in like the window of the shop or whatever. And whatever it is, whether it's I don't know, what was it? They had like a flower pot, and you do this spell, and then all of a sudden the flower blooms. Like, it's really cool. So it makes you feel like you're actually doing magic. Highly recommend the experience. It was amazing. Something I'm sure my daughter will always remember. Um, highly, highly recommend. The whole Harry Potter was so amazing. They had the characters there. They had things to look at, all the different shops that are in Diagon Alley on Harry Potter were there. They had the Hogwarts Express. Like, it was just amazing. Definitely a must see, must do. Absolutely. It was so cool. Just walking around and seeing different characters and being able to get your picture taken with them. We saw so many, like so many. Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein, Marilyn Monroe. Of course, we saw Shrek and Fiona and Donkey. Hello Kitty was there. Homer Simpson, Bart Simpson. You guys, like, there were so many characters. Scooby Doo and the Mystery Gang was there, the Mystery Machine. Like, it went on and on and on and on. Universal Studios, very comparable to Disneyland for me. They were both amazing. I would go back to both Universal and Disneyland again, and we will. They were both amazing. Highly recommend. Those are definitely the must see, must do's at Universal. I'm sure there's things I'm missing, but those were like top, top, top of our list. We were at Universal for 2 days, and I feel like 2 days was good. I definitely wouldn't go for less than 2 days. It might have been nice to go for 3 days just so you could, I don't like, we weren't rushed. We weren't rushed, but we probably could have done a few more things if we had been there for 3 days. Now, with that said, a lot of our trip there was at the Mario Land, just because that was like the highlight, because my daughter is obsessed with Mario and Princess Peach, and we thought there'd be a lot more to do in Mario Land. So our whole trip to Universal was actually around Mario Land. And now that we know that Mario Land is pretty much a bust, in our opinion, we probably would have done other things in actual Universal Studios instead of wasting our time in Mario Land. But it was the first time we'd ever been. No idea, didn't know. Now we have a better idea of how things work and what we need to see and what we need to do and what isn't that important. But yeah, we had a great time. So hopefully, if you guys are headed there, that gives you some things to add to your list. And let me know, have you been before? Are you planning on going? Let me know your favorite must see, must do things at Universal Studios California. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.